Hi guys, welcome back to Lost in My Library. My name's Kate. Today I am doing my March wrap up. I did terribly this month. I only read a grand total of 2 books. Finished 2 books actually. And both of them are going to have full reviews. One of them already has a full review up. The other one will be coming soon. Um, but I will also talk about books that I'm reading, um, and some about my goals that if we're counting books that, that I'm currently reading that have diversity, I'm actually doing decently. Um, the 2 books, oh, well, okay, there was one book that I did finish this month that I forgot about. This was early March. I guess we'll just talk about those books. So the first book I read already has a review up. Everything is called Slasher Online. And this book is about these people who get kidnapped and basically forced to be in virtual reality. If you die in the virtual reality game, you die in real life. And it's their story. Our main character is bisexual, and it was just casually bisexual, and I really enjoyed the kind of casualness of it because it is set in the future. Again, this already has a full review, so if you want to go see what my full thoughts of this book, I actually ended up really enjoying this. I like a good slasher. There was this one, level, because this is a video game. There was one level where, they were in an amusement park, and I thought that was really cool. And then the deaths were pretty gruesome and pretty cool in themselves. I enjoyed the main character. I liked her kind of character story, character arc throughout the whole book. And I could see more being in this universe because I think this universe is kind of interesting. Maybe not necessarily with the same characters, but with the same in the same universe. I think I can see there being more. Kind of like, I don't know, the first thing that came to mind was Escape Room, the horror movie Escape Room, where there's Escape Room and then there's Escape Room Tournament of Champions. It's the same concept, the same universe, same person running both. Except there's the main characters, the people in the escape room are totally different. For obvious reasons, if you've seen either movies. Didn't enjoy this one, gave it 4 stars. And then the second book, I wish I could say the same thing, but it was Sent Out by Katrina Ward. I have not read The Last House on Needless Street. Have not read it. And this book does not make me want to pick up The Last House on Needless Street. There was some really cringy dialogue in this book. This book is about... Okay, so there's a past and there's a present. And then there's a little bit of future. And the future made no sense, and I don't know why that future was in it. It was not necessary, to be honest. The past is about our main lady, and her sister, and they were rescued by their adopted parents from a very abusive place, and they turned out to have these evil genes, where our main character has kind of been cured. And they're running tests on dogs to see if it can be fixed. That whole situation was very interesting to read. The tests aren't necessarily gruesome. The dogs are taken care of. Other than the fact there's tests going on. Basically kind of mind control. If you don't like that, don't pick this up. There's some animal testing Yeah, and it can get kind of gruesome, and you're like, okay, no, this is totally, this is all messed up. Completely, 100%. The whole past storyline was very interesting, and that's why I ended up giving this book 3 stars. But the present storyline was just... so, our main character has 2 daughters. She's married. The husband is an awful human being. And he's only like that because he knows her secrets, and the only reason they're still together is because he knows her secrets. And those secrets could potentially lead her to be in jail for what she's done, what her family's done. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot going on. And he's a crappy human being. He's a really crappy human being. And then her oldest daughter has some of the cringiest dialogue I have read. It took me out of the story completely every single time. She would be like, smiling face, screaming face. Like, nobody says that out loud. Nobody. Absolutely nobody says that out loud. Not even kids say that out loud. That is just really cringy and just really bad. Oh my gosh. I don't understand some of the choices of this book. So, present and the future, I can't even explain to you what was happening in the future, because there was only maybe 2 chapters set in the future, and it's just like, why? Why is this here? This is not necessary at all. And I'm giving it 3 stars because I really enjoyed the past storyline and the story of Sundial itself, which is the title of the book, but everything else was just, it made no sense. Something's not clicking here. And yeah, that's Sundial by Katrina Lord. I have really no desire to read The Last House on Needless Street, which is really sad because I've heard great things about it. I think it might be something that I would enjoy rather than this book, but this book just was not for me. It was just not. Half of it was not for me. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's talk about what I'm reading. I'm currently reading like 4 books. Like 4 books at this moment. I am reading The Hounds of the Baskervilles by not by Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes didn't write it. This is by Arthur Conan Doyle. It is a Sherlock Holmes novel. There we go. I'm just rereading it because I want to. Because I love Sherlock Holmes and I just felt like reading it. I'm almost done with it, actually. It's a lot shorter than one might think. The Sherlock Holmes novels are very short. So I'm enjoying it, of course. And then I am reading, let's talk about this one first. I'm reading Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is the sequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. You know that I absolutely freaking loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And again, this is shaping up to being another 5-star because I'm really enjoying this so far, and I do own the 3rd book, so I might just binge the rest of the series. Go ahead and move on to the 3rd book, which is called As Good as Dead, I think. As Good as Dead, something like that. In this one, our main character Pip is investigating a missing person. That's all I can really say. I think that's all I can say. She has a podcast now. She turned the 1st book into a podcast, and I really wish I have the audiobook. I might try and go searching for the audiobook for this, because I think I would really enjoy the podcast elements of this book. And I really do kind of wish I got the audiobook for A Good Girl's Guide to Murder too. But there seems to be a lot more like podcast elements in this one. So I just might go searching for it. I'm not very far into this, as you can see. This has diverse rep with our main character who coming back, Robbie. Robbie Singh from the first book is coming back for this book, and he is POC. So we have a main character POC rep in this one. Then I am reading for a video project. I have 2 video projects going on. That is One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus. I'm not going to tell you what the video project is about currently. I'm really nearly done with this. This book is very, very addictive. Like, I just want to keep going. It's very addicting. I really enjoy it. And I do look forward to reading or watching the TV show after I finish this book. And since this is very short and I'm nearly done, I should be jumping on that bandwagon here soon. I'm just very confused about my video project, why this is what it is, but I guess that doesn't really make sense unless you knew what my video project was. This has POC rep, main character POC rep, Bronwyn. Her dad is Colombian, and I don't remember what her mother is, but she's half Colombian. And then we'll leave it at that, because I don't know if the other thing would be considered a spoiler, because it was revealed like very late into the book, and it's kept as a secret. I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm not going to say that. The other representation that is in this book, obviously you can go looking for it yourself. And I have Hero of Ages is here, but I've finished my next part of Hero of Ages. I have finished part 3 of Hero of Ages. Now I just need to finish reading Crooked Kingdom, the next part of Crooked Kingdom, and then we're going to get to some finales, and we're going to be finishing some books, and it's going to be destroying, to be honest. I think once I get past Crooked Kingdom and finishing that 3rd part, I will not be telling you when I'm going to be finishing finishing these 4 books. And then once I finish all 4, then it's gonna be like, alright, I finished it, they're done, here's my thoughts, here's what I've just been emotionally destroyed by, yeah, and then I'm working on this video project of this, so, woo. Yeah, that's what I'm reading, and then I'm reading, well, I guess I have 5 books on the go. My NetGalley, my arc that I'm currently reading is called The Phantom Circuit, and this is by Austin Farmer. That's a weird book too. It's just a really weird horror, maybe. But that is my March wrap up. What did you read in March? Did you do much better than I did in the month of March? I hope you did. Well, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And go be a good cabbage today. Do something kind for someone, even if that is for yourself, because, you know, self-care is important. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.